Members of the Kenyan public have been blamed for becoming increasingly passive, even in the face of criminal attacks on other members of the public, sometimes in broad daylight. But the latest spate of attacks on police officers by civilians as bystanders watch is raising fears of a spreading disregard for the law.
If finally the police are defeated, what would the victory for these guys who are assaulting the police mean? That those who want to perpetuate terrorist attacks have a free hand. Those who want to occupy your land will walk in, you take your court orders and keep them in your locker. They will stay there, they can't be removed. Those who want to violate the Traffic Act will do so with impunity. And that is what generally is called anarchy.
In the last 6 months, law enforcement officers have found themselves on the receiving end of grenade attacks and shootings by criminals. However, it is the latest incidents involving civilians attacking traffic policemen on duty that have raised concern. A lorry driver and a taxi driver are in custody over 2 separate attacks. The images of one attack aired on national television have shocked many.
In most cases, people in Nairobi, you tend to be so much into our own business so that anything that happens around, we don't care. So I think it would be good upon us, the citizens, to really, when something is happening, we should at least get to know what is happening and is it really right, and see what we can do to help.
But also the way police officers have been operating by excessive use of force, by at times treating citizens in a manner that abuses their human rights, it's also contributing to the citizens, viewing them as enemies. So it's always proper the two parties try to respect each other and they try to understand the roles each other play in the society.
You are not assaulting that person because of what your interaction with him. You are assaulting that person because of your interaction with him or her in the course of duty. So what you are fighting is not the officer. It's either the Traffic Act, the law which prohibits robbery, the law which prohibits use of illegal firearms.
Criminologists say it is very rare to see such audacious assaults on police officers in any country during times of peace. The police have sworn that the full force of the law will be applied to tame this new wave of violence against the police by the very beneficiaries of police protection.
Assaulting a police officer is actually a special assault in our laws, and it carries a very heavy sentence. The same thing with assaulting a magistrate.
Even as those who've attacked police officers face court action, the worry now is what message this could have sent to other members of the public on how to deal with police officers and the impact this could have on the maintenance of law and order. Otieno, KTN, Nairobi.